Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Kokomo Post Tries, partnered with Gravity Trampoline Park. My name is Drew.
I'm Pam. I'm Erin.
And today's going to be a unique episode. Today we're going to look back into the year, and I was looking at our playlist on our Facebook page of all the Kokomo Post Tries videos. You know there's 66 videos in that playlist.
Holy smokes.
Right now. But we wanted to go back and talk about which Kokomo Post Tries were our favorites from this year. We tried a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think this year we have just done so many things, and what I love about what we get to do at the Post is just discover and rediscover all the cool things that are happening in Kokomo and surrounding areas. And this show has really just let us experience and invite you guys along for the ride as well. So Pam, we'll start out with you. What was your favorite food tries that we did this year?
Well, Erin, my favorite food isn't a food, but
it's a food experience.
It was a food experience, and I enjoyed all the food that we had at this establishment. But for me, it's gotta be Walt and Shirley's. We had such an incredible experience. I have some really fun memories from that day. Brashana, the owner, loved her story, loved hearing the history of that place. That was a new to me business that I brought my husband back to. But my favorite item was the bowl. You know what I'm talking about? The layered wine slushie with the fruit and the wine floater. I loved it.
That was one of the episodes of Tries where somebody had to drive us back to the office.
Someone had to be responsible.
Yes, they were, you know, honestly, they were very nervous to be on camera, I remember, because it was a big deal to them. And it's been really cool to see them grow throughout the year. Brashana has told us many times, like, that video put them in front of so many people in Kokomo.
The story of Walt and Shirley, those being her grandparents who would sort of run a
They have a patented burger. I mean, like, here all those, like, details.
Everything from that day was so just steeped in love and in legacy, and I mean, I fell in love with them as business owners, but also, like, the food, the drinks were awesome.
But that would be my pick. Drew, what about you?
We tried so much food this year. I think my favorite food was actually a recent video, and it's 17th Street Crab, or Seafood and Grill. They're changing their branding.
Yes.
I love that place. Not only is Brian a really good chef, but it's such a unique spot in Kokomo too. Like, there's no other place like that where you can get that type of delicious seafood mixed with other, you know, other food too, not just seafood, but like the crab boil was just, it's nuts. But I mean, Brian, it does so many awesome things. That house butter, that's what I basted my Thanksgiving turkey in this year. And
how did I not know that?
I guess I didn't tell you.
Wow,
but like, that was so good. Brian, that house butter has changed my life, and I think he's gonna start selling that individually soon too. The crab boil, which had obviously the crab legs, the shrimp, the sausage, the corn, the hard-boiled eggs, all the potatoes, all on that house butter.
I mean, for me, a lot of times you guys are in front of the camera and I am recording things. My hands down, my favorite food experience this year was Lucky Indian Cuisine. We got to go in the kitchen with Lucky.
That was fun.
While he created everything. We got to hear about, I mean, just his love of cooking, where it came from. We got to experience him, like, putting fresh bread in the Tandoor oven.
Which is cool.
It was just, it was really, really such a fun time. His food is great, and I think it maybe even heightened it more. It's one of my favorite restaurants in town, but getting to sort of peel back that curtain and bring you guys along to see what goes into creating those dishes was so cool and so special. Okay, so we didn't just eat things this year though. We got a chance to try so many cool experiences. Drew, you're first up. What was your favorite experience this year?
This was an easy choice for me because it's something I wanted to do for a really, really long time, and I got to do it in a pretty intense way, and it was the ghost hunting. The ghost hunting video with the Indiana Ghost Trackers. If there's somebody in this room, can you turn this flashlight back on? That's weird. What's going on? It was midnight to 2 a.m. and this old mill way out in the country, and I think it's on camera. I mean, I think we did experience some paranormal activities.
There was a shadow that blocked out some of the light that was coming through the window.
What did you just say?
No.
What was that?
Like just like a really sudden yank, like on my sweatshirt.
Something just yanked your sweatshirt. You good? Mm-hmm. Why don't you yank your sweatshirt?
It's going off. Like, which doesn't mean it was actually ghosts, but it was definitely abnormal activity, and that was crazy. I grew up loving scary movies. I've seen all those things, but to experience with like professionals was crazy to me.
Gravity Trampoline Park is Indiana's premier indoor trampoline park, but it's also the easiest, most fun way to celebrate a birthday or special event in Kokomo. Let Gravity take care of the setup, cleanup, and all the details, giving you more time to create outrageously fun memories with your kids. Each party features 60 minutes of jump time, a private VIP room, jumping socks for all the jumpers, food, beverages, and more. You can customize a package that's perfect for your group and spend time jumping, bouncing, ziplining, and celebrating. But Gravity isn't just for kids. With the all-new adventure and ninja courses, plus the beer, wine, and adult lounge, Gravity makes the perfect spot for a holiday party, family reunion, or other memorable event. They do private rentals as well as several styles of fundraisers for schools and organizations. Spots book up quickly, so don't delay and call today. For more information, visit gravitykokomo.com.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Kangoo Fitness. I had so much fun that day. I was so surprised. My expectations were not only met, they were exceeded. It scared me, and we did it anyway, and ended up having a blast. I keep commenting on Coach Tosh's Facebook page, and I'm gonna make it back one of these days. I will never forget that experience.
Yes.
I had maybe the most fun of all the Tries episodes. Kangoo Fitness is my pick.
Legend has it you guys are still sore from that.
We are still sore 6 months later. No, I can't describe the amount of like it was like childlike fun.
Yes.
I think I
It's like
smiled
riding
the
a
whole
bike
time.
for the first time in 10 years. You
Yeah, it was like great music, great people, crazy great workout.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
Okay, so my most memorable experience that we recorded this year, for sure, was Gravity Trampoline Park's new high ropes course. I mean, we had you guys rigged up with GoPros.
Yes.
Michael,
It's a really involved video.
Yeah, Michael, who's our art director, he is a child on things like this.
Yeah.
We knew he would love it. He was swinging, he was running.
Acting crazy.
The owner, Shannon, and I were on top of like a movable rig, videoing you guys just swirling.
Oh, like a lift. Yeah.
Like swirling around us. But man, it was so much fun because you guys you had such a great time. It was so much fun getting to watch you guys try this thing. Because nobody else.
Is that how you remember it too, Pam?
I remember Michael acting like a spider monkey.
Yes.
He he climbed all over everything.
Spider-Man just flying around.
Chad McCarter, our friend, joined us for that video. Chad and I were much more practical.
Because you were suspended like a story above the ground.
Oh, I was so nervous. I had a moment where I like froze and I was freaking out and I couldn't move.
I'm stuck.
You're not. You're not.
I need a new strategy. I feel super brave.
Took me out of my comfort zone. But again, so glad I did it.
Yeah.
Most memorable for you guys in the whole year. What was your most memorable?
My most memorable episode of the Kokomo Post Tries this year was Fire Ops 101.
Yeah,
It was, honestly, it was an honor to be able to film that. We were given such an opportunity. It was a full day. We had a lot of fun, but I also learned a lot.
Yes.
And came away with a whole new perspective. I have a great amount of respect and appreciation for what all of our first responders do, but having the opportunity to do Fire Ops 101 just gave me that much more insight, that much more perspective.
We went out to Anderson.
Yeah.
There's a fire department training course that is really like I mean, it's like Disneyland for firefighters. You got to experience a flashover chamber, 2,000-degree smoke and fire flashing over your head, crawl through a simulated burning building, which is pitch black. We had you guys rigged with GoPros.
Crazy.
You were crawling all the way through, had to find a body. So there were all of these real world scenarios that these men and women do all the time. That was cool.
All right, so it's hard to pick one. One is the Petite Try. With our whole team got to go in and we tried like a whole winter course tasting menu.
Yes.
It was really cool because a lot of people that work here that work really hard, they're not the ones that are usually in the video, or frankly, they're the ones that get to eat the food in to-go boxes when we get back to the office. So it was really cool to me that we were all there. We all got to experience like a fancy dinner together, and you know, Stephanie over there, she did a really good job. It was really good. So that was really memorable for me. The other one, and memorable for different reasons, is the Hypnosis episode that we did. And that was interesting, to say the least. I remember thinking of a lemon or something like that. You and I did that one. That was really interesting. It was one of those videos, it wasn't at all what I expected. I totally expected like that watch on a chain, like in my face, and I'm like gonna fall asleep, and it wasn't like that at all. They're tied for very different reasons.
Yeah.
Very memorable.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I will round it out and say, for me, the most memorable experience we had all year was our very first kids tries.
Oh, the Kokomo best friends.
The Kokomo best friends.
Where's the Kokomo kids? Where's the Kokomo best friends?
So we had this crazy idea that we would make our kids do the interviews, and so our daughters interviewed Lance Rice from Scoops.
We're here with the owner of Scoops, Mr. Lance Rice, and we're gonna ask him some questions.
Yeah.
And I mean, future broadcasters for sure.
Yeah,
and then we took all the Kokomo Post kids and we pumped them full of like 4 courses of ice cream.
Dear God, there was so much ice cream.
But I had so much fun. I mean, really, to me, that was so much of the spirit of what the Kokomo Post is. I mean, we get to teach our kids, we get to invite you guys along for the experience of discovering or finding something new and cool in a city that you love, right? Scoops has been there forever.
Yeah. Hearing from Lance, like, why he started Scoops, and because he's like, hey, because I was a kid, and I was a kid their age once, and I remember going to a place and they had scoops of ice cream bigger than your fist, and he was giddy.
He made this banana split, and he says this is how they make all their banana splits. They're all done by hand, everything's scooped by hand. I mean, the tender, like the love that he put into this, and then he brought it out, and the kids lost their mind.
No, but just hearing him say, I did this because I had great memories of a kid, and then he was so happy creating those same experiences he had for other kids, and it was really cool.
I had so much fun this year working with you guys. We had so much fun being able to bring these experiences to you, and we've heard back time and time and time again that you guys tried it because we went there first, because we snooped it out, and whether from the beginnings, Kokomo Ale House, Fresh Blends, I mean, a lot of these new restaurants to some mainstays that have been here for a long time. Fun we went to, gosh, Lucky Lemon. I mean, just some really fantastic spots, and all of these restaurateurs, all these business owners are working really, really hard to provide you guys with a Kokomo that is incredible and ever expanding. So we want to know, in 2022, Kokomo, where should we go next? Tell us in the comments below, and maybe we'll see you there. Happy New Year.